In our last episode, we explained how we were finishing a tiny home and how we'd be headed to New York for a while to record music and play Telescope Club shows. Well, we actually made it here, from Maine to New York on our old bikes and very little cash. We're going to show you how we did it.
How you feel? Pretty cool.
We'd been planning the trip all summer long. We made a route that brought us south to New Hampshire, then west through New England. We crashed with strangers every night, booked through an app called Warm Showers. We met some incredible people who fed us great food and gave us comfy beds. At first, we thought we'd travel south through all of the major Northeast cities, like Boston, Worcester, Hartford, and New Haven. But we thought that since we'd be in New York City for a month, why not take some time to enjoy being alone in the forest? We're glad we did it this way because it was really beautiful.
We were able to book a completely free trip as far as housing goes. Kaya was given her bike by our friend Matt, who also gave us his unfinished tiny house. I got my bike from a coworker for $60, and we put a little money into both of them, so in total, about $150 was spent on transportation. And because housing and travel expenses were so cheap, we definitely let ourselves indulge on the best part of travel: food, coffee, and 1.5 celebratory beers. Our hosts were also very generous, and most of them had meals waiting for us upon arrival. We did it. We're there. Now, we're sitting.
There is a lot of, and also a lot of,
Goodbye.
We saw the best of the Northeast and the worst of it. Here's what we experienced in our 600-mile trip from Maine to New York City.
Are you ready? We're making our way
downtown, walking fast, faces past.
We're headed to Newcastle. Yeah, I definitely have lots of rashes on me already.
We'd biked to Belfast plenty of times, but decided to start our trip off on a different route, using Google's suggested back roads. And we ended up here, in the mud.
Getting to Belfast took a little bit longer than we wanted to, but way more fun. Our shoes are soaked. Here, we are eating burritos and other snacks, because when you really get down to the science, pedal power comes from the beans.
It's usually a straight shot too.
Matt's parting.
I got plans to do.
See ya.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you.
Just arrived to our first warm showers.
It's a beautiful property. They're making us dinner.
As the night went on, my body got progressively more sore, and I wasn't sure how it would be possible to make it 530 more miles to New York. But we were both determined.
Today's a rainy day. Thought it wasn't going to be that bad, but it's pretty rainy. Folks, we've taken the ponchos off. Well, I've taken my poncho off, and I put my poncho. It's loud, but there's a nice bike trail.
At least you don't have to worry about getting hit by cars.
Bike trip update.
We got hit by a car. Just kidding, but seriously, stay safe out there and wear a helmet. Cars suck, and we definitely were thankful to make it safely each night. But we were honestly so tired at this point. Our host let us be on our own, and we got a nice dinner and went to bed before the sun went down.
Somewhere outside of Portland. Noah, can you talk us through what you're doing?
Got a little tiny piece of glass that I threw somewhere. I hope I didn't throw it directly in the path.
Always carry extra tubes. We made our way out of Maine. Live free or die. Today, we're living free! We're in a camper in New Hampshire. Feels just like home, only a little bit bigger.
The state's not bigger, but the camper is a little bit bigger.
The state feels different. We were offered a beer. We're gonna do that. We're gonna take showers. We were offered salmon. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do some salmon. We're gonna do some beer. And we're gonna do some camper. And we're gonna...
On the road.
On the road, day 4. We're in Portsmouth, heading to Lindaborough, random New Hampshire town on the way to Brattleboro, Vermont. Long day today, 70 miles.
From Portsmouth to Stratham, not that great. I got honked at twice by old men. Still weird vibes in New Hampshire, but
We're on a rail trail
at least we're out on the trail, in the woods, away from assholes beeping at us. So we'll check in when we get to Manchester. Whoa. We're just about to leave Manchester. I don't know, weird vibes overall in New Hampshire. Turns out most people don't know how to read.
As we got closer to our destination, the map took us off the beaten path.
The road is dirt.
But we made it safely and our hosts were amazing.
We're back in our ponchos.
But it rained hard the next morning.
Oh God. Do you
day
ever
5.
feel
Like back. It's day 5. We just stayed at the loveliest home with Doria and Doug. And today we are heading to Brattleboro, which is a city that Noah's been wanting to check out for a while. So we're gonna head on there, 60 miles. Doria gave us a good back roads route.
You can't cheer me up, only caffeine can. You said that yesterday, so you can't get mad at me.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, but that's what you wanted to say. One of the best things about this trip are the general stores. They have food, coffee, donuts, and lots of knickknacks. And I've been waiting for.
We had a great night in Brattleboro, including going to a brewery with a beautiful view looking at New Hampshire across the Connecticut River.
Anyway, making our way out of Brattleboro.
It's day 6. We got a long one today. We woke up kind of late because we had some beers last night.
Kind of tired, kind of hungover, but even though we only had one beer. But we're staying positive. Got lots of hills to climb today. And I got a mirror so we don't get killed by a car. And yeah.
Brattleboro was cool.
Brattleboro was cool. Alright, well, we trekked through the woods today. Lots of hills, thought we got lost. And had a nice good downhill into Reedsboro, which is where we're coming into right now. Beautiful little hilly town. We're gonna go to the general store and get some lunch and finish out the day. A sad sign, but here we are. Made it to Massachusetts. The town of North Adams. I already got yelled at.
And I just love bridges. I just love them. All of them.
The sun was setting as we pulled into our warm showers in Pittsfield, Mass.
Day 7. We are headed to New York today. We're still in Pittsfield. We stayed with Olivia, who's really cool, and we're headed to Kingston. And there's a car coming.
We're in New York. Not yet. Not New York City yet. Where did you go?
Day 8.
90 miles.
mile day.
Kingston was nice.
Kingston was nice. Tim was nice. We got 90 miles today. We're gonna freaking do it. It's the last push.
I didn't sleep that great. It took me forever to fall asleep. So, we know who's gonna be the grumpy one today. Excuse me, ma'am. How do you get to Ossining, New York?
Well, you're gonna take the rail trail all the way.
Kingston, New York. It took us forever to find the Empire State Trail. I wish they had more directional signs because we ended up going in circles. But we finally ended up on the trail, and it was pretty nice. We've had a lot of rail trail today, and it's been nice. We're hoping it stays like this because this is a 90-mile day.
We snuck into a portion of the trail that we weren't supposed to go into.
It's from the flooding that New York had a little while ago. I don't know, it's just not safe to walk around liability-wise, maybe. One of the luxuries of bike touring is the rope swings.
Careful. Oh. There you go.
It started to get dark and we were still pretty far away. At first, it was really nice to ride at night, but then it got so dark that we couldn't see the road. There were deer and they were running in front of us. We didn't hit one, but as we got into town, we were biking in the dark, just hoping that cars could see us. Thankfully, we made it to our host safely, completing our hardest day yet. Last day.
Last day, bitches.
But whatever. We're out on the porch, out here in Ossining.
We're in Stu Leonard's.
We got back on the Empire State Trail for the final stretch. Always look where you're going when you ride a bike.
We're in Van Cortlandt Park in the Bronx. We just entered the city.
It seemed too good to be true. We got to New York by bicycle. 100% human power. We really felt like we could do anything after this trip. It's gonna take some time to recover, but it was one of the best experiences and I highly recommend it. We'll be doing a lot of reflecting for quite some time. We made it. How do you feel?
So good. Never want to put my butt on that bike again.
Even though a car is quicker, the slow travel by bike was much more rewarding as an escape from such a fast-paced world. Plus, we reduced our carbon footprint by about 0.3 tons, which is not nothing. We'd do it again in a heartbeat. or after I can feel my legs again.
Fatigue is hitting us. Brattleboro, Vermont. Really weak coffee. How pretty is coffee? Thanks for joining us on this crazy trip.
They feel pretty cool.
We'll see you next time.